Welcome back to Social Studies First Graders. I'm sitting here in my office in my house, enjoying some of my winter lights I have up behind me, and I am excited to share another fun Hanukkah lesson and talk about some more about Hanukkah, one of our winter holidays that is celebrated by people around the world. To start off with, I do want to read a story to you. This story is called "It's Hanukkah" by Jan Modisette. I apologize if I said that wrong. But we're going to go ahead and read this. It is illustrated by Robin Spowart. It's Hanukkah! The candles are so bright, they shine out into the night. We gather round real close to the light. We give a toast. We listen to a tale. Our imaginations sail. We all dance the aura, even great grandma Laura. Mama gives us all treats, lovely latkes to eat. The dreidels they are spinning, and everyone is winning. We give each other gifts, our hearts how they lift. Aunt sings a happy song, and everyone joins along. We feel so much cheer, we hug everyone near. We at last go to bed after one more tale is read. We kiss each other goodnight and dream of dancing lights. And now I'm going to quickly read to you the Hanukkah story. This is what Hanukkah is about, where it came from. Over 2,000 years ago, Jewish people lived in the land of Judea, which is now called Israel. And I have the flag for the country of Israel right here underneath me. It's this blue and white flag. We'll talk about that in a second. The center of their worship was the great temple in the city of Jerusalem. In the temple, there was an eternal means goes forever, flame that burned day and night as a symbol of the Jewish faith. When the Syrian king Antiochus came to rule Judea as part of the Greek Empire, he ordered Jews to give up their religion and follow the Greek religion instead. Some Jews obeyed the king, but many others did not. This made the king very angry. He sent his troops into Judea, where they burned down homes and hurt many people. They tore up the inside of the temple, destroying the flame. Then they put up statues of Greek gods and goddesses. In a small village called Modin, a man named Judah Maccabee led a small band of Jewish farmers, shepherds, and teachers in a fight against the king's army. This band, later to be known as the Maccabees, had no experience as soldiers, very few weapons, and was 10 times smaller than the king's army. But they believed in what they were doing, fighting for the right to practice their religion, and this belief gave them strength and courage. Finally, after 3 years of winning battle after battle against the king's army, the Maccabees reached Jerusalem and reconquered it. That means they took it back over. When they saw what the king's men had done to the temple, they cried. But soon after the Jews went to work, they scrubbed the temple and threw out the Greek statues. The word Hanukkah means rededication, so it means to re-give something back to somebody. At last, they were ready to rededicate the temple for the Jewish people. But when they searched for oil to light the eternal flame, they found only one jug of sealed pure oil, enough to last for 1 day. But instead, the oil burned on for 8 days. It was a miracle. With great joy, the Jewish people proclaimed, "Let us celebrate these days every year so that the story of the Maccabees, victory over the Syrian king, and the miracle of the oil will never be forgotten." So that's the story of Hanukkah and where it came to be. And I have some things that I want to go over with us. So I have Hanukkah here, the Festival of Lights. You can see here that I have the symbol. This is called Hanukkah is celebrated by people who are Jewish. This is the Star of David, and it's usually a symbol for people who are Jewish or the Jewish religion. So being Jewish means that you have a certain religion, like people who celebrate Christian have a different kind of religion. Or Christmas are Christians and have a different kind of religion. I have the flag of the United States. So Hanukkah is celebrated by people in the United States. The USA has many, many different religions, and this is our flag. Hanukkah is celebrated by people in Israel. Israel is a country of Jewish people that exists today, and most of the people that live there are Jewish and celebrate Jewish holidays, and Hanukkah is one of them, and this is what their flag looks like. I have here some symbols of Hanukkah that I want us to go over. I need to move myself. Give me a second. Whoa, I'm coming down here. All right. So our first symbol here are latkes. Now, latkes, let's look at our definition, are potato pancakes that are fried in oil. Why do you think they're fried in oil? What did the Maccabees use when they needed to light their menorah? They used oil. So they used the oil for a very special reason. The menorah. Let's look at our reminder here. The menorah has 8 candles for the 8 nights of Hanukkah because remember, the menorah stayed lit for 8 nights. It was only supposed to burn for 1 day, but it stayed for 8 days. So that's why why people celebrate Hanukkah for 8 days and 8 nights. The dreidel. Fun game. Remember, the dreidel is like top with Hebrew letters. You can see the symbols on here, Hebrew letters. And Hebrew is the language that Jewish people speak, and they speak that language in Israel. You spin the top to win gelt. And I have gelt right here. So a little reminder for our gelt. You're going to pull this down. We're going to see that gelt is a piece of chocolate that's meant to look like a gold coin. And you can win gelt when you are playing the dreidel game. Now, first grade friends, I'd like to show you your fun activity for today. I have here on this last page a lovely menorah. You are going to draw pictures of the candles for your menorah, and then you'll come back in here and you can find your glow pen and add fire to your candles. So I would like you to please draw a menorah and decorate it with whatever kind of candles and flames you want to do. So that's what I would like you to do today. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you learned a little bit more about Hanukkah and the people that celebrate Hanukkah and all the fun stuff that goes with it. I look forward to teaching you more about it and learning more about holidays as we go through. So it's good to see everybody. Goodbye.